American Legion World Series arrived from Rapid City, South Dakota. Coach Bob Shaw's crew won 19 straight playoff games along the way, capturing the area, state, regional, and national titles. Last night, 8-2 win over Las Vegas clinched the crown for a team that started out the season at 52-12 and finished strong. Coach Shaw believes one thing separated his team.
We were the only team. We would get out there at least 2.5 hours and go through our whole workout. You know, whether it's bunting and hit and run, hit the ball to the right side. Everyone took, you know, the outfielders took out fly balls, the infielders did double play balls, and we were the only one that did that. And there's no question in my mind, even when we went from state to regionals, every day we took all those workouts and we got better and better. Now,
Bob turned up the volume on us a little bit, made us work harder, and it just seemed to all pay off for us. And every time we went out there, it was just another ball game, and we kept our composure and fought hard.
Joe Gray set a modern record for most strikeouts in a championship game with 13 against Vegas. For his efforts, he collected the Player of the Year and the Bob Feller Award. Well, another local team can win a championship if the West Palm Beach Expos beat the St. Petersburg Cardinals in the best of effort.
Well, I think the consistency. I mean, when I forget the numbers, but we were averaging 7.5 runs per game, and they were averaging under 2 runs per game. And that game after game, we just continued to get the runs. And the defense, we only made 4 errors in 5 games in the World Series.
I really haven't realized what's happened yet. I guess, you know, I'm still, you know, walking around in the daze, not wondering. I don't really know what's going on. So maybe in a week or so, I'll realize what has happened.
The West Palm Beach Expos will be gunning to take a 2-0 lead over St. Petersburg in the best-of-5 championship series tonight. Last night, the Expos downed the Cards 5-1. In the National League this afternoon, Houston and the Cubs are tied.
Winning streak came to a screeching halt last night at the hands of
Coverage of the 1986 American Legion World Series continues. Newsline Steve Boyd is live at Fitzgerald Stadium now. And Steve, of course, the first day is always a good indicator. How was attendance out there?
Well, very good today, Dave. So far, the morning and afternoon session, 1,574 people showed up. The parking lot right now is pretty well packed. There's many people here again for the evening session, so it's a pretty good indicator that there's a lot of people that plan on attending this thing throughout the weekend. And, of course, that Labor Day Championship should be a very, very crowded event. Some of the people in attendance include Major League Scouts, and virtually every Major League Baseball team is represented, and major colleges. They have radar guns set up, and they're taking all kinds of notes, looking for just the right talent.
What are you looking for when you're scouting World Series like this?
Well, what the natural tools would be, if they can run and throw and swing the bat, if they have any bat speed and some power.
And at 10 o'clock, we'll talk to one of the players about the kind of pressure caused when the scouts come to the ballpark. With me now is Tom Rudebush, and Tom, you've been very involved in this whole planning process. How are things going so far on this first day?
Well, I don't think you could ask for anything better, Steve. The weather's been good. We've had a good crowd. The 1,500 crowd for a morning session with a lot of people at work was excellent, and we're looking for big things the rest of the weekend if the weather holds out.
Tom, one thing we noticed, we were talking about scouts earlier, is that there were a great deal of scouts for that first game and virtually none for the second game. Why is that?
Well, sometimes there's a particular ball player the scouts may want to look at, in particular here a pitcher that was throwing, and most of the scouts were here to look at him specifically. Later, they'll come back and look at the other teams, so most of the scouts will probably be out of here by Saturday.
Okay, well, thank you, Tom Rudebush. I know you've had a long day. Thanks for joining us. We'll send it back to you, Dave.
Steve, did you get a chance to talk to any of those scouts as to whether they saw any potential major leaguers out there?
Yes, that pitcher that Tom mentioned from Florida was very impressive. He was throwing a ball about 83 to 88 miles per hour, and the guy from the Mets said that he was just there to watch him, but the Milwaukee Brewers have already drafted, and they have the draft rights to him. They're here to sign him. The Milwaukee guy wouldn't really make much of a comment, except the fact that he was here under some close competition. The competition not being another major league team, but the Miami and Florida College, I believe. So there's some competition there between those, and that was the player that they were really looking at this morning. I understand there's another player tonight they'll be looking at from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Dave?
All right, thank you very much, Steve. You can tell Tom Rudebush, by the way, he was hoping that the weather holds up. It'll be hot again, around 90 tomorrow, Dick Horkey says. So
There's a good attendance out there today, as we were talking with, Dave was talking with Steve Boyd about that earlier.
Some good ball games, too.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, this the kid that Ray's going to interview had a shot at a strikeout record, and I think he got 18 strikeouts. The record's 19. His coach didn't know it, and he took him out of the ball game.
Oh, no.
That's too bad.
Wake up, Coach.
Good games, though. American Legion World Series got underway today here in Rapid City. Standing by live out at Fitzgerald Stadium is Ray Lyons. Ray?
Thanks, Bruce. Las Vegas, Nevada, they're taking on Boyertown, Pennsylvania right now, and in the third inning, Vegas is out to a 6-0 lead. They just picked up a home run. But earlier today, it was Jensen Beach, Florida, taking on New London, Connecticut, and there was a pretty good crowd on hand at Fitzgerald Stadium. We pick up the highlights right now. There it is. Jensen Beach trailed 1-0 early, but then they came back. Chris Hirsch, he doubles right here off the wall in right field right there. Then his teammate, Joe Russo, he comes up to the plate and brings in Hirsch to make it 3-1 for Florida in the third inning. Later on, Hirsch again at the plate, and again he doubles. This time he makes it 7-1 for Jensen Beach. They go on to win at 9-2. Pitcher Joe Great got 18 strikeouts, one short of the series record. He talked about it after the game today.
I've been quite worried about it before the game because my arm hadn't been feeling that well. But I guess once I got out there and saw the fans and everything around me, it got the adrenaline flowing and everything seemed to fall into place.
And in the second game, the first session, it was Lake Charles, Louisiana versus El Segundo, California. It looked like a battle early with 3 lead changes in as many innings. This potential El Segundo run was cut down in the rundown there at home plate. In the bottom of the third we go to now, Louisiana's Kevin Daigle. He hits a towering shot over left field. He gets all of that ball to bring Lake Charles within 2 of California at 6-4. California, though, they padded their lead to 11-4. Then in the 7th, Louisiana saves a run by nailing this runner coming into home plate to score. So El Segundo wins it 16-5 today. And as we said, Las Vegas right now, they lead Boyertown, Pennsylvania 6-0 in the third inning. And later tonight, Cedar Rapids, they will take on Maynard, Ohio. We'll have all the results and the highlights at 10. Back to you, Bruce.
And thanks, Ray. Former basketball.
The first full day of action at the American Legion World Series winding down at this hour. Newsline Steve Boyd now at the ballpark. And Steve, it looks like a really great night for baseball.
Well, it has been, Bill, a great day weather-wise, but it's just starting to get a little bit chilly right now. Temperature has been dropping in the last half hour. Threw a jacket on because of it, because there is a little bit of a breeze, so it's been crisp out here. But I'll tell you, the weather has not been the only thing on the minds of the people here in the stands. Many of those people are professional and college scouts, and a certain few players were the main topic of conversation in that group.
The notebooks, the intense scrutiny, and the electronics, all tools of the trade for scouts.
Every major league club is represented here. I would say there's probably about 25 or 26. I think they're all here.
And there are more than the majors here. Many colleges and junior colleges as well. Pitcher Jeff Gray of the Florida team was on the minds of scouts this morning. Throwing 88-mile-an-hour fastballs, 2 scouts are here to entice him. The Milwaukee Brewers, who declined comment, and the University of Miami.
He's an outstanding young man. He's a good student, and hopefully he'll forego that professional opportunity for a couple years. But if the money's there, then a young man has to consider it, I guess.
Being scouted for Major League Baseball is a boyhood dream, but that can also create some pressure.
Well, it kind of gets me going a little more than usual because when I see the guns come out and I see people look at them, I try to do as best I can. It just gives that little extra incentive.
Jeff will need to decide very soon what he'll be doing. The Brewers hope to sign him today, and the University of Miami wants to see him in school next week.
We should mention that Jeff Grayer was just one heck of a kid. We had a chance. Ray Lyons and I talked to him earlier today. He really seemed to have the right attitude, and it'll be interesting to see 4 or 5 years from now if he's one of those big names in the pros. We'll send it back to you in the studio, Bill.
Well, Steve, I know earlier today they had about 1,500 people out there for the morning session. What was the attendance there like tonight?
1,835 for the evening session. Quite a crowd, and a very boisterous crowd as well. They're starting to thin out now about midway through the second game. The official statistics from this afternoon and this morning session, 1,574. So some very good statistics crowd-wise for this American Legion World Series for this first day. And of course, we hope and believe that this is obviously going to grow as we near the championship game. Bill?
All right, and that's good to hear, and I'm sure the attendance is going to get better as the tournament progresses. Lots of runs scored the first day. I think we were counting up, and there was, what, more than 50 runs scored in the first day at the tournament?
Yeah, that is incredible. Yeah. It's good. It's a good tournament for the
Probably
fans.
added to the crowds tonight.
Oh, I'm sure. And there are some good crowds, too, let me tell you. American Legion World Series just finishing up the first round out at Fitzgerald Stadium. Standing by live right now with scores and highlights is Ray Lyons. Ray?
Well, thanks, Bruce. Right now, Cedar Rapids is playing Maynard, Ohio. That game is in the 5th inning, and Maynard, Ohio, they have a commanding 10-1 lead. But earlier tonight, in the first game of the evening session, it was Las Vegas playing Boyertown, Pennsylvania. Let's go to the highlights of that one and see how that game turned out. Las Vegas took no time. They came out swinging. Tom Griffith hits one to the wall in left. Watch it bounce off right there with 2 men on. Both scored, giving Vegas a 2-0 lead early in that first inning. Gary Cousins, then he brings in Griffith with this triple down the right field side there that gets by the right fielder, and he ends up at third. Vegas goes on top 3-0. Jim Gasclow, he brought in another Vegas run with fielder's choice right there. It was 4-0 Vegas. One bright spot for Boyertown tonight. Jeff Seymour, watch this catch in right field. He comes up with the catch, but Vegas won it 11-4. In the second game, it was Maynard, Ohio, as we said, in Cedar Rapids playing. Maynard wasted no time with 1 man on. Mitch Hannes rips one in the gap for a triple, and they lead it 1-0 early. He ends up at first base as the runs comes in to score, and they lead 1-0. Ohio got another run off Brian Cunningham's sacrifice fly to score Hanna. That made it 2-0 for Maynard. Cedar Rapids picked up a run in the first, but Maynard added 4 in the second. One off a bases loaded tapper by Hanna back to third base. Third baseman couldn't quite come up with the play right there. That allowed a score to run. And then they got 2 more off Chris Starr. He singles with bases loaded. That made it 5-1. Maynard leads it right now 10-1. Let's take a look at some of the other scores from today. Jensen Beach, Florida. They win the opener today 9-2 over New London, Connecticut. Second game was El Segundo, California, 16. Lake Charles, Louisiana, 16-5. El Segundo, the winner there. Las Vegas, they top Boyertown, Pennsylvania, 11-4, and that's...
Top of the 8th in Caldwell County. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left.
Henderson Gray for a minute. Hey, you made the right decision, John. Always get out this stuff. Let's go. Good job. Come on, Jim. Come on, Jim.
Really good fun, babe. Come on, guys. Hey, good job.
Come on now, John. Let's play there, Danny.
Pull your neck now. Come on. Come on, Chris. Let's do it.
Way to go, boys!
Bottom of the eighth for Jensen.
Boy, Joey! Hello, boy, Joey. Hey, go right on him, Joe. Come on.
Come on, Jerry. 2 more, baby.
I don't do this very often. We got dog over here. Thank you. Come on.
For the North Carolina fans, you have nothing to be ashamed of. You've got a mighty fine baseball team. I'd also say you've got a great bunch of fans. Give yourself a hand.
Following that, the team suffered beforehand in South Dakota on Wednesday, and the tournament will be starting on Thursday. Region 3 team, which is the Florida team, will be playing the opening game at 10:30 on Thursday. I would like to say that the next year's regional tournament will be in DeLand, Florida, and that's where I'm from, and I want to invite all of you North Carolinians down to Florida next year. At this time, though, we would like to recognize a team that played an outstanding tournament here. They had one off night. They come back and showed what they were made of in playing an outstanding game against Puerto Rico and another good game today. We'd like to present the runner-up trophy to Post 29 from Lenora, North Carolina. Making this presentation
on behalf of the National Americanism and Americanism program, I'd like to present this to North Carolina coach
the runner-up of this series. Next, I'd like to ask the local chairman, Mr. Meeks, if he would present the championship trophy to post 126 from... Okay. We have one other announcement to make here. We're getting a few have the regional tournaments. There was a lot of young men that performed admirably in this tournament. One of the stipulations was to be eligible for this scholarship, you must be playing your last year of American Legion baseball. It was very close on who the committee came up with for this scholarship award, but the young man, based on his overall performance throughout the tournament, come in here, he had 10 hits, 9 RBIs, 1 double, 3 home runs, hit .474, the second baseman, John Anderson. John, on behalf of Gatorade, we want to present you this $1,000 scholarship. Hope it helps you in your education. Thank you. Once again, thanks a lot, Dalton. We had a great tournament. John, we also have the ball that you hit your last home run with here for you.
I'll tell you one thing, gentlemen. Into the World Series.
That's important.
Here's a fan. When you come through the gate, I got to send things. That's what all the moms waiting for dinner and all that sort of stuff. Sure is pretty.
And Grandma's doing dinner.
Even you. I know. Kevin? Shit, I thought I was going to get me.
Who are competing in this year's Legion World Series. We will start off with the opponents for Game 4. The visiting team for Game 4 this evening, winners of the Great Lakes Region 5 tournament, representing Community Post 666 with a record of 40.
Maynard, Ohio.
The home team for Game 4 this evening, winners of the Central Plains Region 6 tournament, representing Hanford Post number 5 with a record of 17 and 18, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. 6 with a record of 47-12, number 18, Mickey Mickley. Head coach, Bob Shaw, and his staff.
Yes.
And now for the home team in the first game of the 86 Legion World Series, winners of the Northeastern Region 1 tournament, representing John Coleman Prince, Post 9, with a record of 48, 18, and 1. Leading off, playing second base, number 10, Adrian Clark. Church will give the invocation.
Will you, both players, repeat the oath after me? I will keep the rules, keep faith with my teammates, keep my temper,
Keep myself fit. Keep a stout heart in defeat. Keep my pride under in victory. Keep a sound soul, a clean mind, and a healthy body. Please remain standing in the colors until the colors have been retired. At this time, the American Legion Post 22 Color Guard presents the colors. Will be sung by part1. Play ball. In Florida, the center fielder, number 10. Brian Ringsnyder. Come on, Bubba. It's hard, baby. Here we go now. Here we go. I'll
tell you, I'll walk up there with you in a minute. Just a minute. I gotta get something too. I
See, I got it on film. Nice hit, Pete! All right, Pete!
Your attention, please. Pitch hitter for Jensen Beach, number 8, Kevin O'Sullivan. Now that.
Come on, Kevin!
That was when somebody on film.
Huh? Everybody gets a chance. You do it.
What did every crowd?
All right, Kevin, be tough.
First game.
Batter. Catcher, Bobby. Now playing first base for Jensen Beach is Pete Baselowitz. Now playing left field is Kevin O'Sullivan. Batter, the shortstop, Mike Tanucci.
Excite himself on whether to try that next spring or...
The totals in the ninth for New London. No runs, 3 hits. Excuse me, 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left off. Ladies and gentlemen, the totals on the scoreboard are correct. Beach, Florida, leading off playing center field, number 10, Brian Ringsnyder. second, playing second base, number 16, John Anderson. Batting third, tonight's pitcher, number 29, Joe Gray. Batting fourth, the shortstop, number 17, Dan Furnick. Batting fifth, playing first base, number 23, Doug Rogalski. Batting sixth, playing left field, number 11, Tim Banata. Batting seventh, catching, number 28, Chris Hirsch. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 14, Joe Russo. And batting ninth, the right fielder, number 15, Mike Brady. Manager Bob Shaw and his staff and the remainder of the Jensen Beach, Florida team. At this time, all please rise as the program coordinator for American Legion Baseball, National Headquarters, Indianapolis, Indiana, Mr. George Rulon, administers the sportsmanship code. Gentlemen, please repeat after me. I will keep the rules. Keep faith with my teammates. Keep my temper. Keep myself fit. Keep a stout heart in defeat. Keep my pride under in victory. Keep a sound soul, a clean mind, and a healthy body. Next batter for Jensen Beach, the first baseman, number 20. Okay, here comes the now making for the bottom half of the eighth. No runs on one hit, no errors, one runner left.
Did you get him? Don, did you want my picture, Don? No. Oh, okay. Okay, well, then you just have to go. Well, who comes in? Hey, congratulations. Good doing.
I am privileged to present
President of Baseball Parents Incorporated. Las Vegas, the General Chairman of the 1986 World Series, Herman. Jensen team will be guests of the American Legion at 2 games of the Major League World Series in October. They will have to have some traveling valet bags and certainly championship patches to wear on their uniforms or their jackets. Here to present those to them this evening is Charlie Bannister of Anchorage, Alaska. Now for the presentation of the championship gold medals, again, Harold Hall and John. Next, a championship plaque presented by
President of the 300,000 Legionnaires, I want to present this plaque to the World Series champion, Jensen Florida.
For the national championship banner, and I would ask the club to form a banner from the Department of Kansas, the chairman of the selection committee and the chairman of baseball in Kansas, Mr. Ray French. Junior Memorial Sportsmanship Award was originally presented in 1956 by the National Americanism Commission and was renamed for Mr. Daniel in memory of his serving as chairman and total bases, Mr. John Ganazzo, official statistician of the American Legion Baseball World Series. John? Drawing 6 awards goes to the player in the national competition that accumulates both whole bases. This year the winner is Dan Hoffman. Present in Mr. Feller's absence tonight, it's my privilege to introduce to you Ron Engel, assistant to the
We have a tie this year for the RBIs. Both having 19 RBIs. From Las Vegas, Dan Hoffman. The other son, boy, was Mike Tolkien from New London, Connecticut. Has to be made with it.
Vince Hannah of Maynard, Ohio, who batted
18 for 37, and a .486 batting average.
This year goes to the Jensen Beach, Florida manager and coach, Bob Shaw. And to the coach, Hondo Wilkes.
Give us a shot.
By virtue of a special arrangement with officials of the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum, an American Legion baseball player is selected Baseball Player of the Year. His picture is mounted upon a plaque and placed in the game shrine in Cooperstown, New York. The selection is made on the basis of playing ability, integrity, mental attitude, cooperation, citizenship, sportsmanship, and general good conduct. We have an added attraction for the Player of the Year this year in that the Gatorade division of the Quaker Oats Company, the college of his choice. Joe? Gentlemen, we have concluded a very successful World Series of American Legion Baseball. All of us connected with the program at the national level, thank you for the tremendous support you've given. I think it's very important that we acknowledge the work that was done.
No, poor Brad. Joey. Yeah, it was Greg. No, it was Greg.
Doug, who is my favorite? Did I have any favorites?
Jimmy.
Doug. Coach, that left-hander won't
No. You're the biggest brown nose. Wait. Go. He's going to do the left-hander. Go. One left eye. I want to see who do you think the biggest brown nose was. Michael Brady.
When you win in one game, you're going because pressure now is self-inflicted. Now that's the way to do it. You lose like on baseball, you lose.
We just got up.
We're going to arrive in Palm Beach at 3:30. You don't have that layover. They were able to change
There you are. I'm going to get
one of the players got a station wagon and El Camino to put the big equipment in. Quit, God damn it. Don't. Anybody can quit. Anybody can quit. And I can tell you, I could sit here now and tell you stories about in the minor leagues when guys got all these bonuses and every other guy. I could. They were pitchers been rewarded for it. Now the tough part is when you break your rear end and you don't get rewarded. That's... But I tell you what, gentlemen, you've certainly given me a thrill of a lifetime.
You can try this on that.
And you'll reflect back, and it's, you know, it's, when you guys rose to the occasion, they, goddamn it, they came back and they tied him, and you guys came right back and beat their... I got my jacket on the very bottom of my vertical thing.
All right, is everybody playing? That better be big enough. That's big enough. Yeah, that'll fit. That'll fit. But that trophy, I don't know. I can't carry it. It'll take the whole team to carry it for me. Oh, that's beautiful.
Okay. Any players in particular you want to talk about? Okay. Joe?
I got to see what it's very proud of. Hold the flag up. We got the flag. We won the Dartmouth district. You started playing forward.
I made some notes here of where to start and what to do, but I really should have had a couple of more beers to loosen myself up here in the swing of things. The first thing I want to do is to thank everybody for coming and the people that are over there having their stake. It's nice to have you here.